dues, okay, that covers their advertising, it covers the legal representation that you have, it covers their travel to come take care of you and look over for you. I mean, the little bit of money that you actually give out every month really isn't as much as they give back to you. I mean, like I said, for us, you know, they were able to see that we got raises every year. Most of us haven't had a raise in 13 years. So the raise that we got more than compensated for the little bit of money that you have to pay in.
With the IAM, we now have a pension fund, not just a 401k. We have better health insurance. We have pay increases each year.
If you itemize all your deductions and everything like that, you can use it as a tax break when you do your taxes at the end of the year. And that's including your dues through the union. So.
No, I haven't been here long enough, but previously they did have better benefits, and some of that was taken away because there was no representation and there wasn't anybody to say, hey, you can't do that. So at the very least you can maintain what you have and not lose anything and probably get a little bit more on top of it.
I've tried to explain, especially to new members, that consider joining up and they're concerned about the union dues. I say if you think about it, it's really not that much. You know, it's worth every penny to be represented.
It covers education for the negotiators, the shop stewards, stuff like that. I mean, it covers legal fees, it covers the postage, it covers everything that it takes to help you, you know, in everything that you do. It's, like I said, it's a little bit compared to what they give you.
I think that there's such a misconception for that people who've never had any union experience, like myself, I have no union background, that the union is something that you hire to come in and do your dirty work, fight the company. That's the misconception. What actually is the truth is that when you do vote in a union and you become a member of a union, you are the union. You now have a voice and you need to be involved. You need to stay involved.
Now we have a set hourly rate, we have a set vacation, and we have policies in writing that cannot be changed without negotiation with the union.
You know, I also I'm glad that they cannot change my schedule without a 30-day notice. That's definitely a benefit, in that I am guaranteed only 40 hours a week. I do not have to work overtime. That's another benefit.
My life since the union has come along has much improved, and I'm able to. Matter of fact, I bought a new truck not long ago because my wages increased. I could afford a new truck. My wife's got a new car.
If Lockheed doesn't continue with the government contract through the period of our collective bargaining agreement, and we get a new employer, our collective bargaining agreement will continue with the new contractor.
When we took our vacation time or took holiday time, we didn't get paid our health and welfare credit. We get paid that now. We get more vacation time. So it's quite a bit better.
I took a vacation last year, which I never have taken in my life. And I was able to afford that because the union gave me the financial security to say, well, I can go out here and spend this money, but I'll make it back.
We do have guaranteed raises, which we didn't have before the contract. We have guaranteed limits on health benefits raises. You know, when their new health benefit season starts, they can't arbitrarily say, okay, we're increasing it 20% on your end. There's a limit on that. And for some of the younger people, the newer people in our job classification, they got back pay on some benefits where they were not receiving the full amount that they should have.
The other thing is that, you know, since the union has been, you know, there's nothing to actually stop them from letting me go. You know, that's the other thing, is that people are like, well, if you get a union and you won't get fired. That's not necessarily true either, but at least you know that someone is on your side, that you won't walk in one day, you'll get a pink slip and, you know, thanks, don't come back in Monday.
They're trying to work out, try to get everybody's more hours, and starting off with people getting full-time, the top 30% of the people getting full-time right now, which is improvement from what they had before, where you didn't know how many hours you're going to get.
The Machinists Union, in this whole experience in the last 5 years, to be honest about, the union is the only organization I feel has really helped me. I mean, there was, the senator in Congress, they did pass on my letters to OPM, but sometimes that was a battle. But yes, I could honestly say the Machinist Union is the only group that has helped me with my quest to get my pension, and I'm grateful for that.
I think once the union came in, it became obvious that once it reaches a certain level, then yes, you need to bring in your union rep. But talking face to face, you interface with your supervisors every day, several times a day, especially in our job where they're centrally located in our building. We have to talk to them all the time for any issues. All of the management is still available. They still have an open door policy. On a regular basis, I'll just walk in just to say hello, how are you? If I have any issues or anything like that, I can just mention it and they'll say, okay, that's noted. And it's not a big deal. I don't have to call in a union rep just to talk to any of my managers. But I think they want it to be known that once it reaches a certain level, if you are having an issue and you are pulling a serious grievance, then at one point you do want to include your union rep.
As a younger union member, I kind of had a misconception about unions initially because all we had was what the company told us about unions, which wasn't very good. One thing that I loved when we did get involved with the IAM was the fact that they are huge into their charity is the Guide Dogs of America. That I thought was really, really cool. Community is so important to them. We've had a lot of food drives, the last holiday season it was really important. It gets people, we're able to give back and be involved, have that sense of unity. We're a part of something, better. It's not just about work.
I feel great knowing that the union does more than collective bargaining agreements and just typical union stuff, that it gives back to the community. It makes me feel like, oh, okay, my union dues are actually going to something great, and there's something I can participate in. It's not just going to the meetings and voting and things like that. It's, oh, well, the union's doing this next month, why don't we join in on that? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's go do that. Let's raise money for the Guide Dogs of America. Let's, get together and maybe do something local for Habitat for Humanity or something like that. That's awesome.